This was an exclusive first reported in June of this year by Middle East Eye, who do brilliant work. Now, their work on this has been ignored by almost the entire media for months. They reported the British government privately threatened to defund and withdraw from the International Criminal Court if it issued arrest warrants for Israeli leaders. David Cameron, then Foreign Secretary of the Sunak's Conservative government, made the threat in April 2024 in a heated phone call with Cameron Khan, the Chief Prosecutor, British Chief Prosecutor of the court. Cameron told Khan that applying for warrants for Netanyahu and Gallant would be like dropping a hydrogen bomb. Cameron said it was one thing to investigate and prosecute Russia for war of aggression in Ukraine, but quite another to prosecute Israel when it was defending itself from the attacks of 7th October. He claimed the warrants would have profound implications in Britain and within his own Conservative Party. Cameron then said that if the ICC issued arrest warrants for Israeli leaders, the UK would defund the court and withdraw from the Rome Statute. Now, The Guardian last week reported that Cameron Khan had formally made the allegation, the submission to the ICC defending his decision to prosecute Netanyahu. They say it was the UK government, doesn't name Cameron, but that is who it was, as the Middle East Eye noted many months ago. Now, it was established, the ICC, let's just go into what happened here in terms of how serious this is. It was established by the Rome Statute. Article 40 of the statute says, the judges shall be independent in the performance of their functions. Article 42, the office of the prosecutor shall act independently as a separate organ of the court. A member of the office shall not seek or act on instructions from any external source. Article 86, states parties shall, in accordance with the provisions of the statute, cooperate fully with the court in its investigation and prosecution of crimes within the jurisdiction of the court. Now, the UK incorporated the ICC into domestic law via the International Criminal Court Act of 2001. And furthermore, it's also a signatory to the Vienna Convention of the Law Treaties. That says every treaty in force is binding on the parties to it and must be performed by them in good faith. Now, does this mean David Cameron's going to be arrested? I wish. No, unfortunately not. But the reported threats show that the British government sought to violate international law to protect Israel from legal accountability for its genocidal onslaught against the Palestinian people. And they are willing to blow up whatever remains of the so-called international rules of law, which the West, of course, always picked and choose from. They're willing to destroy that order to protect Israel as it commits genocide.